Tensions are rising between the United States and its NATO ally Turkey. Today in Ankara, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan addressed thousands of supporters as his country's currency continues to fall. Erdogan is calling the United States' recent economic sanctions an attempted economic coup.
Sınırlarımızın dibinde oluşturulmaya çalışılan
Today, some people are trying to threaten us through the economy, through sanctions, foreign exchange, interest rates, and inflation. We are telling them, we've seen your games, and we are challenging you.
Erdogan's statements come one day after President Trump called Turkey a problem for a long time. Associated Press reporter Christopher Torsha is covering events in Turkey, and he joins us now via Skype from Istanbul. So tell me a little bit more about what the President Erdogan said today.
Today, the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan again had some strong rhetoric directed at the United States. He talked about an attempted economic coup, which is sort of language that echoes and recalls a 2016 attempted coup by some military units. So the comparison is strong, to say the least. He also said in comments that seemed to be directed at the U.S. that we know your game and will challenge you.
It's important to point out that the trade sanctions that the United States has imposed are not the sole reason for the decline of the Turkish economy. It's been sliding for a while, right?
That's absolutely correct, Harry. In a sense, it's really quite a turnaround, a negative one for Turkey, which had strong economic growth for many years and was considered a success story, a regional power for some time, but a lot of that growth was fueled by heavy foreign currency borrowing. And the economy has been overheating, and now it could be that some companies in Turkey will be unable to pay back those debts, and for that reason, the people have the jitters. So it's a structural problem that has been developing for a long time and is not just linked to this dispute with the U.S.
Tell me a little bit about what the latest situation is with Andrew Brunson, the pastor at the center of all this.
Yeah, well, he remains under house arrest or in house detention. He's in the Turkish city of Izmir. He remains on trial for alleged offenses linked to terrorism. He, again, attempted through his lawyer to appeal for lifting of the travel ban and for his release, but a couple of Turkish courts turned down those requests this week. So Turkey is certainly holding the line on the case of the pastor and is not giving in to American demands that he be released immediately. So it really is a major sticking point in the U.S.-Turkey relationship, but not the only one.
Is the thinking that Erdogan is holding Andrew Brunson as some sort of leverage to try to get his way, to get Fethullah Gulen, a person who he wants back from the United States?
That is certainly the view of some people, the view of the United States. President Trump and others believe the charges against the pastor, Andrew Brunson, are trumped up and are essentially that they're framing this pastor as a way, as you say, to put pressure on the U.S. to hand over Fethullah Gulen, who is the Turkish Muslim cleric accused of fomenting the 2016 attempted coup. He's living in Pennsylvania at the moment. But for a couple of years now, American officials have said to Turkey that Turkey has to provide convincing evidence of involvement in that attempted coup in order for any extradition proceeding to go forward.
All right, Associated Press reporter Christopher Torsha joining us via Skype from Istanbul. Thanks so much.
Thank you.